Hi, anyone and everyone. This is Kim, the Humble Hermit from Come As You Are Oracle. I'm going to do a collective tarot for today. Today is Tuesday, April 22nd, 2025. You may follow me on the book, the talk, the tube, the lemonade, the blue sky social, the fan base, the Insta, the Pinterest, or not. Totally up to you. Take what resonates, leave what doesn't. If it doesn't fit, don't make it fit. If some of it fits, we absolutely love that for you. Whatever does not, please just leave it on the table for someone else. We just don't want you taking on energy that wasn't meant for you. Look at my hair, is all like squiggly. We got Intuitive City Oracle, Rob Barthelman. We got intuitiveintention.com, or you can find his decks in the TikTok shop. Sorry, it feels like there's a hair up there or something. I don't know. Nope. We got one on the table. I feel so bad for my friend at work. She bought her first new car, and I got her a bunch of stuff for her car, fragrance and stuff from Bath and Body Works and little doodads and stuff. And she still hasn't gotten the car. She was supposed to get it Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Monday at the latest. Today's Tuesday, and they're like, "Yeah, we don't know when it's coming." Then don't tell people when it's coming. Like, she needs a ride to work tomorrow, so she asked me if I can give her a ride even though it's my day off. I'm like, yeah, I'll come pick you up. I don't care. I get up early to feed the cats anyway. What's the difference? So she's hilarious. She's like, I want to stop. I want to get you coffee. Can we stop for coffee? And I looked at her and I said, you mean you want to stop for coffee? I'm like, I'll stop. You can get coffee. And she goes, no, I want to get you a coffee. I'm like, I don't think that's what's happening here. She's hilarious. I love her to pieces. She's like, okay, I'm 5'2", 3-ish, okay? Like, I'm short. She's shorter than me. She's 20, 23, 24. She is gotta be like 2 or 3 inches shorter than me, if not more. So she's gotta be like 5 feet or less. Oh, man. It's like sometimes I feel like I'm looking down at her. Like, we got 3 on the table. We got 1 major. 4 on the table. 1 major. Ooh. Oh, okay. Oh. Anything you care to tell me? Okay, we've got 5 on the table. There's 2 major. One of those majors is in reverse. Six on the table. Oh, okay. 6, 3 major, 1 major in reverse. Ooh. Okay, what is happening here? And how does that make any sense? Okay. We got 7 on the table, 4 majors. 2 of those majors is now in reverse. We're going to do 2 more shuffles. We got 8 on the table, 4 major, 2 major in reverse. Last shuffle. 9 on the table, 10 on the table. 11 with bottom of the deck. Okay. Oh, wow, look at that. Okay, come on. That's bottom of the deck. Chariot, Lovers. Some bullshit at the top of the deck, too. All right. We got Nine of Cups. We've got the Empress. We've got Three of Swords. Eight of Swords. We've got the Sun in reverse. My baby is in reverse, y'all. Reverse. We got Temperance upright, which we're going to talk about it. Justice in reverse. Two of Cups. King of Swords. Nine of Wands. And then bottom of the deck, Ten of Swords. Feminine, masculine, it doesn't matter. You can change this Empress to an Emperor. I'm going to just read it as the Empress. It's just energy, okay? It doesn't matter. So whoever this Empress is, this is an Empress is someone that should come off as balanced with their shit together. Typically, when I look at an Empress card and I think of an Empress is, basically the queen. An emperor is the king kind of thing. Typically, a queen is there to serve the king. So in my mind, the Empress is there to serve her emperor. This is an Empress without her emperor. This is an Empress, if not looking for love, like they're waiting for love. And with the Two of Cups, the King of Swords, the Nine of Wands, whoever this is, it's not like they're not capable of a relationship. They are. They're capable of a relationship. They're amiable to a relationship. They want it. This could be somebody that wants family as well, because when you look at the Empress card gives off like mother energy. Okay. Mommy energy. Mommy. Where did I get that from? Was it the movie The Boy where the doll comes to life? Doesn't he call her Mummy? I don't know. I'm thinking of something creepy, but now I can't remember what it was. Not funny, but creepy. But it makes me laugh, so whatever. This is someone that wants union. They want their emperor, their king. The, with the King of Swords, the Nine of Wands, like this is someone strong enough to be independent, but they want to be one of a whole, right? With the King of Swords, like this is someone that knows what it takes to be in a relationship, because it's a little bit different being on your own as opposed to being in a relationship, right? You got to think about another person. Sometimes you have to put that other person before yourself. I know we always say you should put yourself first, and that is true. But when you get into a union, sometimes you might not do that. And you need to be okay with that. But you need to know at the end of the day that you should technically still be the most important thing to you, right? But be willing to give to that other person. Otherwise, why are you in a union? And even though this Empress, this person is balanced, or should technically be balanced, with the Justice in reverse, the description on the card is imbalance. I think this person feels off because they don't have a person. Like, this could be someone that has been single for a while and they thought, okay, like, I'm just going to let love find me, we'll see what happens. And nothing's happening, or not much is happening, or at least they feel like that. Because with the Nine of Cups and the Temperance, this person should feel fulfilled, at peace with themselves. Like I said, balanced. The thing is with the Three of Swords, the Eight of Swords, and the Sun in reverse, this is someone very much in their head. And again, I think it's just because whoever this is, they're single, they don't have a person, and it's like they don't understand why a person isn't coming in for them. It very much gives off vibes of like this person is at the point where, like, am I not good enough for somebody else? Like, why is nobody coming in for me? Or, why am I not, running into my soulmate at the grocery store or whatever? And with the Ten of Swords at the bottom of the deck, like this is forever in the back of this Empress's mind, this person's mind. Like, this is a constant rotation in their mind of like, when is someone coming in? When is someone coming in? How come nobody's here? How come nobody loves me? Blah, 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 right? Over and over and over. I'm just gonna say this. It's okay to have those thoughts. It is. It is most definitely okay to have those thoughts. If you let go and you let God, and you're manifesting for like a significant other and they're not coming in, it is okay to talk to God and be like, hey, what's going on? Like, when's this new love coming for me? If you watch tarot, if you watch oracle, if you watch a reading for your sign, maybe another collective, whatever the case, maybe you'll get a sign. Maybe God will send you a sign and say, hey, couple weeks, couple months, a year, like, you have to pay attention to what's going on around you. I would also say that, other readers will tell you like, oh, don't think those negative thoughts because you're going to drive away that person. Like, they're not going to come towards you. I don't really necessarily believe that. I don't necessarily believe that. Am I telling you to like be a negative Nelly 24/7? No. No, don't do that. Don't do that. But it is okay to have the thought of, where the hell's my person? When are they coming in? It's okay to ask those questions. It's okay to think about it. But you also have to recognize that you're living your own life. And even when another person comes in for you and you meet your special someone, even though you'll be together, you're still going to be living your own lives. You still need to have things going on for yourself, right? Like, when my person comes in, I'm going to be doing this. I'm still going to be writing books because now that's my thing. Like, I love to write now. I'm probably, once I do, hopefully, I'm going to do the cover for my book, if I can paint something quote unquote good enough, because sadly, I am a perfectionist. But I probably will take up painting and paint because I took that one little paint class last year and I loved it. Like, I would love to paint. make time to paint. And there's a million other things I want to do. I want to learn Reiki. I wanted to go study with I don't quite know how to pronounce his name, Anasambe. He has a TikTok. He has his own Etsy shop. He is who I ordered my dream catcher through, and I got his little book too. He wrote a little book. I shouldn't say it like that. He wrote a book. I don't want to demean it. I still haven't read the book. It's pretty short. I think like 100, 150 pages. I'll read it, probably when I'm done writing mine. But I originally wanted to go and meet him and hang out with him this summer, and I kind of had to like put that on pause because do I want to publish the book or do I want to go hang out with a medicine man in Minnesota? So, like I'm gonna publish my book. I want to take Reiki classes. Last year they did them like more towards the end of the year, so I want to try and do that. And yeah, like I'm gonna keep on doing different things and bringing things into my life and letting things exit out of my life, whether another person comes in or not. And that's why I've said before, like, just talking about myself, like when my person comes in, I've said before, like they need to have their own shit going on. Like I don't want to have a significant other that comes in and like I'm the only thing that they got going for them. Don't get me wrong. It's nice to be adored and loved and somebody fawn over you and that's great. I would love that. But at the same time, I want this person to be their own person. You know, have a job, have a business, have hobbies, have friends that they hang out with. Like, I don't want us to be the sole focus of each other because we should have our own things going on. And if we decide to create something together and do something together, that's a whole other thing. But like I know what I'm looking for in another person. I don't need to be babysat 24/7. I don't need a sugar daddy or a sugar mama. I mean, it would be nice. I'm not going to lie. It would be nice. But I don't need that. I do my own thing. I have my own job. Like and actually I think I'm in a pretty sweet spot right now. Like I work 40 hours a week. I work 4 days a week. I have 3 days off. To me, it's a pretty good work life balance. Um Occasionally we work the overtime, right? I don't usually volunteer, but if they ask me and I can make it work, I'll go in. But 3 days being off from work, if I were to have another person, if I were to have my person, 3 days is a lot of time to spend with another person. There's people that are in marriages for like 20, 30 years and they don't see each other for 3 days a week. I mean, seriously. Seriously. Anywho, I'm just saying it's okay to have those negative thoughts as long as you don't live there. Just like anything else, don't live there. Just like when I say it's okay to have negative thoughts about yourself and question yourself and what you're doing and where you're going, but don't live there, right? Don't ever live in that negativity. And just know that by keeping up your own agenda and moving and doing whatever you're doing, whether it be work, hobbies, again, a business, whatever you got going on for yourself, keep doing that. Keep living your life. And maybe I'm the only one that feels that way. Like I don't want to I just don't want to come into a relationship and find out that other person, like, they go to work and then they come home and they sleep and or like somebody that doesn't create or do anything. And I'm not saying that, you that we should be exactly alike. I'm not saying that we should be samely driven. I'm not saying that, like you have to run yourself into the ground trying to be creative. But it would be nice to come in and not have to spend 24/7 with somebody, but know that I have the time if the two of us wanted to. Know that that other person has things going on for themselves, because again, you want your partner to feel fulfilled as a human being, right? Like I would hope my partner would want me to feel fulfilled as an individual and not just the whole. So what I'm saying is if this resonates with you, it's fine to have the negative thoughts. But just know like there's good stuff here. Fulfillment, inner peace. Like be in a union with yourself. The rest will follow. And I'll say this too. Everything's in divine timing. Like you can't. That's why I stopped doing timing cards. I don't know if you guys remember, but when I first started doing my reads last year, I was always doing timing cards. And there's nothing wrong with that. There's nothing wrong with that. It's just shit's going to happen when it's going to happen. I was just thinking about this today. I don't want to get too specific because it involves like my family and stuff. Um, and I try not to get too specific with my family because I don't ever want to like be beholden to them for anything, like using their story. But I have some family members going through some stuff, and I was just thinking, like, I was watching readings. I mean, I watch readings every day. You guys know that. I don't know. I don't ever not. I don't ever lie about that. Like, lately, I haven't been watching as many, but I mean, I used to watch like 6, 10 readings a day, collectives, signs, usually just my own signs, or like if I had friends and I wanted to see what they were up to, like sign wise, like I would look. Um, but it's funny because running through the collective for probably like the last year ish, a little less, a little more. There's been this running theme, and it's not in every reading, but every once in a while I'll watch a reading and they'll be like, "Oh, they're going to court. Somebody's going to court. Like they're going to be fighting over property, they're going to be fighting over money, they're going to be fighting over a kid." Like they're always talking about a kid, like a baby or a little kid or something. They're fighting over a kid. And I was thinking about it today. And I was thinking, like the last year, I was thinking that that was someone else from my past. Like, oh, okay, that would make sense. Yeah, they get married, then they get divorced, now they're fighting over their kid. Okay, that makes sense. But I just realized today that all those readings that I watched were forewarning me for basically exactly what is going on within my family right now. And again, I don't want to get into too much detail, but there's a divorce going on in the family, and two people are basically going to have to duke it out because one is making it difficult, and there's a kid involved. But when I say kid, in my family, in my circumstances, it's actually an adult. It's not a kid, it's an adult, um, that lived at home like their whole life. But I never pieced it together until like this morning. I was thinking about it and I was like, this whole time I've been sitting in on these readings for like the last year, a little more, a little less than a year. And they're like, oh, somebody's going to go to court. There's going to be a court battle and they're going to fight over a kid. Maybe they're going to fight over a kid. because it didn't resonate with me, but I thought, okay, maybe it was one of my friends that I don't like keep in touch with, all that often. Maybe it's one of them. No, it's me. It's my family. It's in my family. Like, this is going on in my family. But the thing is these readings have been going on for like the last year, and it's just now starting to unfold in the family. And it's funny because tarot is real. Oracle is real. They're going to predict something, and for some of you it's going to happen, and for some of you it's not. Maybe for some of you it already happened. Maybe for some of you it's going to happen 10 years from now. And it just goes back to the point that I've always said, and I've said it since the beginning. We are all humans living basically the same storyline, the same existence on this planet. We all basically experience the same type of things and have to deal with it as humans. We all learn from it and grow from it or not, right? But we all experience like the same types of things. And I was just thinking about it again this morning when I realized, like, oh, now my family is in that scenario. And it's like, it really just makes you realize how, yes, we're all different here on this planet as humans, but we're all very much the same. And we all very much go through the same thing. And this reading, like, who hasn't gone through this? Who hasn't wondered when their person is coming in, why they're not coming in? I get it. We're all human. We all want the same things. We all want to love. We all want to be loved. We all want to leave a legacy and be great and do great things. And we all want to grow old peacefully and, chill in our last days, right? We all want to chase that dollar or let the dollar chase us, right? We're all pretty much the same. I'm going to leave it there after those words of wisdom. I'm going to leave it there. I hope it resonated for you. I hope you enjoyed it. I hope, if anything, you found it entertaining. I know I keep looking at the bottom of the screen like I'm reading some scrolling thing, but I'm not. I can't help it. When I look at the top, I have to look at the damn counter number, and it's red, and I do not like the red counter. I don't know. Maybe it was like blue or yellow. I don't like looking at the red counter. I don't know why. And I'm pretty sure there's no way to change it. Yeah, that's my OCD. I hope everybody has a good day and or evening. I'll talk to you later. Bye.